Welcome back to Insightful Edge. Today, we're uncovering something that might just make you look twice at that bottle of oil in your kitchen. What if I told you that some of the oils we cook with today started out in factories, not farms, used as lubricants to the industrial machines, and were never meant to be eaten? Let's take a look at how that happened. Did you know that the cooking oil sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now might be made from the same substance used to print newspapers just over a century ago? That's not a joke. Cottonseed oil was literally considered an industrial waste product before food companies figured out how to turn it into profit. Today, these mysterious seed oils are hiding in almost everything you eat, and the story of how they got there is darker than you might imagine. I'm about to take you on a journey through one of the most successful marketing campaigns in human history. A campaign so effective that it completely transformed what we consider normal food, without most people even realizing it happened. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a nutrition label the same way again. If you're watching this and feel like you've been tricked, hit that like button right now. Every like tells me you want more videos exposing these hidden food truths. Let's start with a simple question that might shock you. What did humans cook with for thousands of years before seed oils existed? The answer reveals just how recent and unnatural this change really is. Our ancestors used animal fats like lard and tallow along with butter, coconut oil, and olive oil. These were the cooking fats that sustained human civilization for millennia. Then something dramatic happened in the early 1900s. Industrial processing made it possible to extract oils from seeds and plants that were never meant to be food sources. Cotton plants, soybeans, corn, canola, safflower, and sunflower seeds could now be crushed, heated, and chemically treated to produce cheap cooking oils on a massive scale. But here's where the story gets interesting. These oils didn't just appear in our food supply by accident. There was a deliberate, calculated effort to make them seem not just acceptable, but actually healthier than the traditional fats humans had always used. The transformation began with a company called Proctor and Gamble. They had been selling cottonseed oil for industrial purposes, mainly for making soap and candles. But they saw an opportunity to market this industrial byproduct as food. In 1911, they launched Crisco, the first mass-produced vegetable shortening made from cottonseed oil. The marketing campaign that followed was revolutionary for its time. Procter and Gamble hired nutritionists, funded research, and created an entire narrative around why their industrial oil was superior to traditional animal fats. They positioned Crisco as more digestible, economical, and modern than lard or butter. That message worked. Maybe a little too well. It shaped how entire generations thought about healthy cooking. And honestly, my wife and I weren't any different. We were latecomers to this whole food history thing. When I first learned about the industrial origins of some vegetable oils, I came home ready for battle, determined to throw out our massive bottle of generic frying oil. She looked at me, then at the bottle, and said, "Wait, so you're telling me this stuff is basically the WD-40 of the food world? And we've been making cakes and deep frying fries in it?" I had to admit, that was a pretty accurate summary. It just goes to show how normalized it's become. Sometimes it takes that one shocking realization, or a very unimpressed spouse, to change your perspective. And that's really the point. This wasn't just advertising. This was the beginning of a fundamental shift in how we think about food and health. The company distributed free cookbooks, sponsored cooking demonstrations, and even gave away free samples to get housewives to try their product. They understood that changing eating habits required more than just putting a product on shelves. The strategy worked so well that other companies quickly followed. Suddenly, there were dozens of different seed oils flooding the market. Soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, safflower oil, and sunflower oil. Each one marketed as a healthy, modern alternative to traditional fats. But the real acceleration happened during World War II. Traditional fats like butter and lard were rationed for the war effort, creating a perfect opportunity for seed oil companies to capture market share. The 1950s and 60s brought the rise of processed food manufacturing. These oils were perfect for food companies because they were cheap, had long shelf lives, and could be used in countless products. Dr. Artemis Simopoulos says in her article on omega-6 omega-3 ratios, the primary issue with many of these oils is their omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. While we need both, the excessive amounts of omega-6 linoleic acid in oils like soybean and corn oil can be highly problematic. Anthropological studies show our ancestors ate a ratio closer to 1:1 or 2:1. Today, the average Western diet is closer to 15:1 or 20:1. This dramatic shift is linked in biochemistry to the generation of pro-inflammatory compounds in the body. This is when seed oils stopped being just cooking oils and became invisible ingredients in almost everything. They were ideal for creating the texture and mouthfeel that processed foods needed. They could be partially hydrogenated to create trans fats for even longer shelf life. They were essentially the perfect industrial ingredient disguised as food. The health establishment played a crucial role in this transformation too. The famous diet heart hypothesis emerged, suggesting that saturated fats from animal sources were dangerous and that polyunsaturated fats from plant sources were protective. This wasn't based on solid evidence, but it provided scientific-sounding justification for the dietary changes that were already happening. Major health organizations began recommending that people replace traditional fats with these new industrial oils. The American Heart Association, the government's dietary guidelines, and countless nutrition experts all promoted seed oils as heart-healthy alternatives. Food companies seized on this official endorsement. They could now market their products as not just convenient and affordable, but actually good for you. Products containing seed oils carried heart-healthy labels and medical endorsements, and the transformation was complete. Today, the average person consumes more of these oils in a week than their great-grandparents consumed in an entire lifetime. They're in salad dressings, mayonnaise, baked goods, fried foods, snack foods, restaurant meals, and countless packaged products. Even foods that seem healthy often contain them. What makes this story particularly concerning is how quietly it all happened. There was no public debate about whether this massive dietary change was safe or beneficial. No long-term studies were conducted before these oils became dietary staples. The transformation occurred gradually, marketed as progress and health improvement. The processing required to create these oils tells its own story. Seeds must be crushed, heated to extreme temperatures, and then, most notably, treated with a chemical solvent called hexane to squeeze out every last drop of oil. Hexane is a neurotoxin. It's literally a petroleum-based product. While the FDA claims trace amounts are acceptable, you get to decide if you want the same solvent used in gasoline production to extract the oils you consume. This industrial process creates oils that are completely unlike anything found in nature. Meanwhile, the traditional fats that nourished human civilization for thousands of years were demonized and largely abandoned. Foods that had sustained healthy populations became viewed as dangerous and outdated. Understanding this history changes everything about how we view our modern food supply. These oils didn't gradually become part of human nutrition through cultural evolution or nutritional wisdom. They were deliberately introduced through industrial innovation and sophisticated marketing, then maintained through institutional endorsement and economic convenience. The next time you pick up a packaged food item, take a moment to read the ingredients. Notice how often these oils appear. Consider that this represents one of the most dramatic changes in human nutrition in recorded history, accomplished largely without public awareness or consent. So, while some regulatory bodies allow trace amounts in industrial processes like oil extraction, others caution that no amount is entirely risk-free, especially when cumulative exposure is considered. If you're crafting wellness content or product messaging, this could be a powerful angle for advocating hexane-free options. Here is the bigger picture. Over the last century, natural fats like butter, tallow, and coconut oil were pushed aside, replaced by industrial seed oils created for shelf life, not health. These oils were promoted as modern and heart-friendly, but only after heavy marketing and clever science headlines. Thanks for watching Insightful Edge. If you found this eye-opening, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone curious about health and wellness. For more health updates, visit Blue Heron Health News, and if anxiety is something you're working through, check out Anxio Vita, a supplement that supports calm and focus. Links are below. Don't forget to click on the link for a recipe for a sugar-free chocolate shake. And remember, always talk with your doctor before adding new supplements or making major diet changes. Stay curious, stay grounded, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Insightful Edge. If you found this eye-opening, write a quick message below, like and subscribe, share it with someone curious about health and wellness. Stay curious, stay grounded, and we'll see you in the next video.